This is a step-by-step guide on how to make a bar chart on CapCut PC. I'll start by creating a new project. Click on create project, and then I need a black background. For that, I will click on library. You can also import yours if you have a black background. Then under library, I will come to background and then select this black. Then after that, I will come to text and add default text, and on the text I will change it, edit it to use dash 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 dash, as many as I can, and then scroll down a bit to character and do -3. I think that works very well. And then that's for my horizontal. Let me just zoom this and see. Okay, there are still little space here, so I will make it okay. This is -2. I think -3 works very well. Yeah, -3 is okay. So what I'll do again will be to let me first of all make this to cover the whole timeline. Okay, next I will duplicate this by doing Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V, or simply by just selecting the one you want, then hold alternate and then drag it up. Sorry, I'll hold alternate and drag it up. It automatically duplicates. So for this one, I want it to be on the vertical side, so I'll do this, and it's kind of much, so I'll reduce it. I think this is okay. This is okay by me. Okay, so after that, I will need to start adding my bars. So for the first bar, I would come back to media and then select this white background. Come to background and select white and bring it in. Just drag it into the timeline and then right click on it and look for edit, then scroll down to crop ratio. Then I'll simply do it, push it to one end, then click on confirm. Then with this, I'll place it here, and then still on it, I'll go to mask, and under mask I will select add max, then select split, and for split I will scroll down a bit and click on reverse rather. So I'll click on reverse, and then this is it. So this is where I wanted, and then this can be as high as this. So this is okay. Then once I'm done, I'll click on basic. So this is it. Now I want us to do like 1 2 3 4 5. Let me see how much my line can take. I'll just duplicate this, hold alternate, go up. This is 1. I'll drag it out, and then here this is 1. Now if you're having issues moving this, let me just undo this. If I want to move this so that I don't change their position, what I will do is once I click on this, left click and hold, then I will hold shift, then drag it. Even if I move it any position, nothing happens. So let me move it to here. I think here is okay, and duplicate again, hold it, shift and move another one. I think one more can enter. This down a bit. One more can enter. Let me just duplicate the last one and then move it. All right, I think this is okay, but I want to make my line a little bit longer. The one at the horizontal, I think it's kind of short, so I'll add some more and then just adjust the position. Yeah, I think this is okay by me now. All right, so the next thing I will do will be to add keyframes to each of them. So I want the first one to have something like 10, then the next one 20, the next one 30, then top to the most 40. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll come down to this first one. That should be this. Yep. And I want it to be 10. I'll go back to mask and then reduce this to somewhere here. I'm assuming this is 10. Then after that, I will click on keyframe. Scroll down to keyframe. Down to here, I'll click on keyframe and then move it to, let's say 3 seconds. I think 3 seconds is okay. Or let me do 2 seconds. Exactly 2 seconds. Okay. Then there I'll drag it down. So I actually kind of reversed it. I will delete this keyframe and then delete this. I'll go to 2 seconds first. Okay, and then make the keyframe. Then go down to the beginning and drag it down. So if I play it, this is it now. Okay, so the same thing for the rest of them. I'll click on this and do keyframe where I wanted it to be. I'll drag it down first. I think this level is okay. I'm assuming. Okay, here is okay by me. Then I'll make keyframe, go to the back to the beginning and drag it down. I'll do the same thing here. I'll drag this to here, make keyframe, go to the beginning and drag it down. Then for the last one, still on 2 seconds. Okay, still on 2 seconds. I'll drag a little bit here. I think here is okay. And then drag it, make keyframe again, and then drag it down. I think this is okay. So let's go back and play this and see how it is. So each of them rises and ends at the same time. Now, if yours is not that smooth, you can just click out. Make sure you're not clicking on any element here. Once you click out here, you see modify and then change this to 60 frames per second and save it. Then it should be smoother by now. All right, so we're done with this. Now the next thing I want to do here will be to change their colors. I want each of them to have different colors. Now you can use the colors you have here, like red, blue or so, but I already have my colors, so I'll simply import my colors. I'll come here and click on import and select these colors. I think this 3 is okay. Then I'll use one of them, white. Click on open. Now how I got these colors, you can just come to this website or just search online or use colorhexa.com and just type the color you want, like black, and then scroll down a bit, the color appears there. So that's how I got the color. Back to here, I'll take the first one. I want the first one to be, let's say, red. Since it's the smallest, I'll click on it, then drag this and place it on top of it and replace the clip, so it's automatically red. So the next one, I'll make it blue, replace, and the next one will be green before we have ultimately red. I think this is okay. So the final thing I want to do here will be to add numbers. So I want to add a counter that can count from 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 1 to 30, 1 to 40. I will simply save myself time than doing it myself. I will open ChatGPT. So here I will type make me a counter from number 1 to 40 in SRT format. Let the counter last for 5 seconds. I think this should serve me, and then let it do its thing. So here it's completed, and what I'll do will be just to copy it. I simply come here and copy it, then open my notepad So once I open my notepad, I'll paste it here and then save it. Ctrl S. I'll just call it count. I have a number of counters here, and then important thing here will be to save it as .srt in caps lock, and then make sure you make it all files. Then click on save. We can go ahead and close this. Then back to my CapCut, I'll come to captions and then go to add captions. Click on import file, and then this is it, the counter new. I'll double click, clear it here, and then import it. So that is the number they're counting. Now what I want to do would be to change the font, make it a little bit big. To change the font, I'll use this. Let me use Montserrat or anyone, and then make the font a little bit big. Let me see. Here is okay. I think this size is okay. Yeah, this size can go. I'll just make it smaller a bit, but I don't like this font. I think this one is better for me. Yeah, this is okay. But I think the graph is a little bit big, so let me just reduce it and make it this size. And then centralize it. Yeah, I think this is better now. Okay, so for this, not that, click out. So for this, yep, this is okay here. So what I will do will be to make this compound click first. I'll select all and then right click, make compound click, clip. All right, so that is it till this ends at 40. So after that, I want to make this, duplicate it 4 more times for each of the numbers. So this is 2 and 4. Okay, so let me start from the top. So this is the first one. Let me move it here. So I'll move it to come and stay somewhere here. And then let's see where the number stopped. I think all of them stopped at the same time. This should be somewhere here. So I'll just go a little bit above it. It's actually 2 seconds. I will just do 2.02. And then I'll cut this. So I don't need the remaining parts. And I'll come to the second one. So for the second one, if I cut it here, it will end at 17. So I will just move it to where it ended in 20. That should be here. Okay, so this is 20. So that should be here 20. I'll cut it out and then increase the speed. Let's see. So that it ends here. I'll use this button. I think it's too much. Okay, I think this is okay. Then I'll do the same thing for the next one. So this should be 30. Let me get to is 27, 28, 29, 30. I'll just cut it out and then move it. Anyway, let me just move this to here. I think I'm missing one more. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll add that one sooner. So since this is 30, I'll do the same thing and make the speed faster. Then I've gotten to 30. Then for the last time, I'll just duplicate this. This 40, I'll just make it faster. Now, once I'm done doing this, I want to change their positions. So let me still start from the first one. I'll move this to the ending parts. So this is where it ends. I'll click on it and move it up and keep it here. Then I'll come to video and then come down here to position. Think that's here, yep, here position, and make a keyframe. Then return back to the beginning and drag it down to here to automatically make a keyframe. So this is what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'll repeat the same thing for the rest. I'll click on this, move it up and keep it here. Come to video and click on position, come to the beginning and drag it to the end. Okay, so that is it. And I'll do for the third one too. Click here, move it up. I think it has to be, yeah, here is okay. Move it up here. Okay, so let's just see how it is, and this is it. It's as smooth as it can be. Now, one thing you notice after this, it disappears. So I want the 40 and the last numbers to remain. So what I'll do is I'll come to the tip of it just at the end. You can zoom this in to put your playhead as good, proper as you want it to be. Then I'll click on freeze and then let it freeze till the end. Let me just zoom out. This is not too much. Okay, so it kind of matches. I'll do the same thing for this one. Just the end of it, freeze, and the end of this. So if you start to play the video, you would notice that the numbers are already showing even when the bar hasn't started rising. So I don't want that to show yet. What I'll do is that I'll click all of this and make them a compound clip. Once I make it a compound clip, I can now make them disappear. So I'll scroll down under video, selecting it, and go to blend. Click on blend opacity. Here I will drag it down and then make keyframe. Do 4 or 5 frames. Let me just make 5 frames and then drag it up. So here is how it will appear from the beginning, and that is it. So let's export these and see how it looks. I will just call it. So this is what the video looks like, and that is very okay. So you can just go and trim the ending part of it. Just click on the two and just cut them off so that I don't see that. Do make sure to follow me for more tutorials. My name is Stanley Chima. Thanks for watching.